Something's not working here. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, Five.
Yeah, you're good.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna smack the shit out of this nigga, bro.
Do you guys hear me okay? Because I don't have my normal microphone set up.
You sound fine. You sound fine for you.
Yeah,
okay.
What the hell?
Oh, yo,
That's Sentai 5 on the other hand, dude. It sounds like he's calling us from He sounds like he's calling us from India.
Yo,
Shut the
best
fuck up.
cameo ever. From
Yeah, he said that's fucked up.
I just recorded a great cold open. Thank you guys.
Fantastic.
It's Corny time!
Here we are, the podcast heroes, discuss Toku like never before. Legion, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go fly, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, go Legion of Boo, Legion of Boo.
Welcome to the Legion of Boom podcast. And if you've been listening for the past year, you know I am Gengar Herb, and these are the homies.
Hello.
Yo. It's your boy Zeo Blue 3, aka Roll of a Queen. And I'm sorry, but I just jumped in front of you because I wasn't paying attention.
I am the meta factor. I don't know. I don't have a snappy intro for this one. Sentai 5, you're up.
This is Sentai 5 entering the Hasbro era. Let's get it. Beast Morphers is about to be out.
Woo!
Man, it really has been a year since I joined because I remember last time we were in the midst of all the work stoppage and snow days and stuff. And here I am in the midst of work stoppage and snow days again. So I'm back on the podcast.
Pre really made it past the 90 days and made it to a year. She got a raise.
For real?
Holy shit, I thought I've been here for a year.
I now have
Almost.
tenure.
Hey.
Pre has seniority. She can kick you out of the Legion.
She doesn't have the power level to do so.
No, I
She can
don't.
pull rank on you.
I can't summon Exodia like Meta can.
Oh my god.
Man.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black
Anyway.
History Month, ladies and
For
gentlemen.
those of you who are confused about that, that's an inside joke between the Legion.
Meta
You
got
have
the
to-
power to
It's
summon
gonna stay an
Exodia.
You have to pay for the patron. Maybe some more for that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
we'll
on
tell
a
it.
Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll tell him in March.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you listen to our last episode, you know we railed on the comics super hard because Marguerite Bennett was writing mid for every issue.
That's right.
Well, she's out of here.
Yep. She is out of here.
Sentai 5 single-handedly got her fired, dude.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel,
Five
5?
Thanos snapped her out of a
Listen, man.
job.
You got to do your job. If you're gonna do a job, you got to do it right.
All I
That's
can
it.
say is that the feedback must have been absolutely horrendous on her work, because I can't think of another comic series in a long time where somebody has gotten removed from a series before their arcs were finished because of bad writing. Normally they let that stuff finish off and then cancel the book.
In the words of her Cam, oh golly gee.
She only got 5 issues out, I think.
Yeah, like, man, that's short. She must have got, like, people must have hated it. Either
You
that
know-
or there was something else
really
going on
hated
behind the scenes why she got kicked. But
How you gonna make Cam the Ninja Storm Green Samurai a goofball when that wasn't him? He was never like that. It makes no sense to me.
He's literally the only person on his team that's not comic relief.
Yeah.
And also, like, based on like the synopsis or like the press release, it makes it seem like everything that's happening with Beyond the Grid is going to be completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, here, I'll just read it. Here's the excerpt from the press release. It says, "If with Shattered Grid we went big, now we're going deep, straight to the core of what means to be Power Rangers, and most of all, what consequences come from choices made for
oh
greater
no,
good."
it's Heroes in Crisis, but with Power Rangers.
Go!
Well,
Yo,
all
let me
right.
not get my death, Ryuger.
Ah.
And then the artist also says, "I couldn't be happy to reunite with Boom Studios
Hell
and
yeah.
the Power Rangers again. I'm super excited to explore the fallout of the adventures that we started with Kyle and honored to face his new journey with a great writer like Ryan, my pal Walter Balamonte, and so much of the crew from Shattered Grid. It's morphin' time again."
Hey, the Ryan Perot is the guy who writes Go Go, so he's gonna write
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
He's writing both.
Damn!
Yeah.
It's
I
really
hope,
about
I,
to
hope,
be
I hope
got
he can.
her
I
outta
hope he can be able to balance it. I don't want like
To be
one
honest.
story quality to like fall for the other.
Yeah.
I think,
He's got good support though.
yeah, because I think what they're gonna try to do is just like there's gonna be something connecting both of them.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, so
That man gonna need to be the avatar and keep the balance. All right.
You know what's
Yeah.
gonna connect both of them? It's probably gonna be Lord Zed.
Yeah.
You think
yeah, I
so?
wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows?
Because they've been using Go like whenever they need to, they use it for like backstory.
Yeah.
Whenever they don't feel like explaining something in MPR.
Right. So they might introduce Lord Zed first in Go-Go, and then get him eventually into this new
Beyond.
event called Necessary Evil. Apparently, it's weird.
Oh
they've
yeah,
been,
they do
they've
it
been
with
calling
Kim.
yeah they've been calling it Necessary Evil, but then the press release calls it Absolute Power. So I don't know which is which.
Let me
I
tell
like
you something.
Necessary Evil better.
I like
Exact-
Necessary
dog.
Evil also.
Both of those titles raw though.
Yeah,
Oh, for
they are,
real.
they are.
Both of those.
What if Absolute Power is like the arc that's supposed to come after this one?
They done screwed up.
Yeah.
Listen, Margaret Bennett, her last couple issues need to be fire.
I mean,
Has to.
Seriously.
Benefit of the doubt. 34 and 35, like we said, they wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Not, but they still weren't good.
Yeah, they
they
still,
really got her out of here after we recorded that episode.
That's crazy.
That is
All right, look,
nuts.
man, you don't turn
Yeah.
Cam into
Yeah.
1950s Robin, okay?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So if the Legion say something, you better
Man,
watch your back.
I haven't seen Ninja Storm apart from like 4 episodes I saw while it was airing, and even I know Cam doesn't act like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He was big serious.
You also
Yeah, he
don't turn my
was.
boy Zeno Wing into the KFC
KFC.
chicken bowl.
Oh my god.
The
Turn Xenowing into the biggest coward ever.
I know.
Oh my
that makes no
gosh.
sense why he even acts like that.
I guess you can say he was acting chicken. Nah.
Yeah.
Also, please, the art. I had such big gripes with the art.
No, they got the guy, Daniele,
Van Mora.
No, not Dan Mora. Forgot his last name. It's Daniele. It's spelled
the
as
guy-
Danielle, but it's pronounced Daniele.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
it's
the
Niccolo
one
or something.
drawing. Yeah, something like that. He was drawing in the beginning.
Danielle,
Yeah.
yeah, Danielle de
De
Niccolo.
Niccolo, yeah. He was he did the Shattered Grid art, and he did like the beginning issues of Power Rangers as well.
Yeah. So we all good. We riding smooth sailing. 5, your boy's coming.
Who's my boy?
White Ranger Tommy's coming.
Yeah, that's right. Tiger Zord.
On God.
I called it. I called it.
Tommy's
You
about to
did
become
call it.
Jeebus, and he's going to be the key to restoring the Shattered Grid.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is Beyond the Grid ends. We go back to MMPR.
Yeah.
Do you think? I'm hoping when we come back, since the timeline has changed,
Yeah.
I'm hoping Rocky, Adam, and Aisha are there.
Yeah, I think you know what? I think that's what's going to happen because they said there's changes to the team, but they don't know why the White Ranger's even there when they return. But the White Ranger's going to be there.
Some heat.
Oh, yeah.
That is the greatest way to do instead of a peace conference. Oh my God, that is some. Change the timeline, bring in Adam, Aisha, and Rocky.
At least if they're gonna do a power transfer, at least like have like Rocky, Adam, Aisha actually interacting with Jason
Yeah.
and Zach, like in the same comic frame, panel, whatever.
I am totally okay with that because that was my problem with like before MPR switched to Beyond the Grid. I was like, oh, I don't want 2 comics of the same teams.
Right.
So hopefully they do the switch. I wouldn't mind that.
I would not mind that at all either, to be honest.
Yo, you know what I want to talk about?
What's up?
What?
What?
You soldier.
We're not doing that today, unfortunately.
Uh,
We promised we wait for Tavion Jackson,
Yeah,
but the mall needs saving today.
He's probably gonna pop in as usual.
yeah. Now that we spoke of him, he'll show up.
Yeah,
It's like
Uh,
Beetlejuice. You just say it 3
you
times.
say his name 3 times.
Tavion.
Go. But in other Power Ranger news, we got the Beast Morphers. Oh my God, the Beast Morphers dropping on March 2nd.
2
Yo.
weeks from now, and there's no promotion. I love it.
Damn right.
Some things haven't
Yeah,
changed.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna make no jokes about no trailer because knowing my luck, a trailer will come out the instant 5 stops recording.
Yup.
Probably.
You got Margaret Bennett out of here, so you never know.
You know, let me keep my Twitter timeline open real quick. So just
That's
in
what
case, in case if it comes out, we can do a live reaction on the podcast.
Ooh,
In case it comes out, I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
that
Yeah,
Legion content.
We're not saying that Five's got that Higgin hookup, but You know.
Yeah.
He did buy drinks for Higgins, so you never know.
I did. But Higgins is not in charge of Power Rangers trailer.
The Higgins hookup.
Hey, but look, some cool Beast Morpher stuff came out. Like those toys look ridiculous.
Yo.
Yo, look at
They
it.
do look
I'm
Yo, look at
really
that
good.
fucking- look at that. The backpack, though.
Yes, the backpack. We're getting an officially licensed Power Rangers backpack that is inconspicuous.
Look like
Oh my
you
God.
going into Darude Sandstorm with that shit.
Incognito.
Literally
Oh, we
incognito.
Are we getting shirts also?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
getting those
Yeah, we
cheetah
are.
print shirts. That actually was really nice.
Did they
Yo.
say they were going to be in adult sizes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they have to be.
they said. I think we're getting a Go Busters jacket, I believe, of some sort.
Ooh, really?
The one Jason Bischoff was wearing, I'm pretty sure that was custom made. But he
Yeah.
made it seem like that there are going to be like jackets for like Grid Battle Force, which is what the GB stands for in Beast Morphers.
How do y'all feel about that name?
Goat.
Grid Battlefield?
I like it.
Goat.
Battle Force.
Grid Battle Force.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that the morphing grid is a big plot point in the season.
Yeah, and apparently, well, he posted a screenshot of the first episode synopsis, and he deleted it like minutes after. But apparently, the Morphin Grid is a quote-unquote computerized world, which is pretty interesting because
Ooh.
Operation Overdrive kind of showed that, in a
Yeah.
sense. But we've seen iterations of the Morphin Grid as like this energy field as well, so maybe it's both, you know?
Somebody did their homework.
Yeah, and we don't really know if this takes place in the same dimension, you know, the same timeline as the, you know, the main PR universe, so we have no idea. So anything is on the table at this point.
You know, like my biggest takeaway from like this Hasbro Toy Fair
Yeah.
is that like I think Power Rangers Now was the one covering it all, and then he said that Hasbro said that I guess their biggest like challenge is like trying to appeal to us
Yeah.
while also trying to appeal to the kids, which is what I really love.
And we're going to get to that in a minute because they really did. Overall, with everything they had to offer from... They have like three different toy lines out right now that are about to come out. And there's something in there for almost everybody.
For real.
Like, either got the Lightning Collection, you might go into the Beast Morphers toy line, or even some of those Play School figures look kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. Those are your thing.
I ain't feeling the Wild Force one, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Rhino Sword. Oh, you're talking about the Wild Force Megazord one, right?
The Wild Force Megazord, dude, that thing...
Yeah, it looks a
I had
little weird.
trouble. I had trouble figuring out what it was for a second there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that like they actually taking a risk with that though, because it's like I wasn't expecting to see that at all.
We were all expecting to see like mostly Mighty Morphin stuff, I think.
Yeah, that's sort of my question is, why did they go with Wild Force, of all things? Like, I feel like they would capitalize on, like, MMPR, maybe, like, a Dino Charge, since it was more recently loved. But, like, Wild Force?
They're trying to show love for all the stuff.
Yeah, that's what they wanted
Yeah,
to
but
do.
Wild Force isn't nearly as popular as the other
Yeah,
ones.
right.
So
like,
I
Wild
don't know
Force
why they
really...
picked that.
It doesn't strike me as the opener to catch an eye.
I guess because, like, it's an animal-based season, so they could do a lot more, like, stuff with it.
I mean, I
Maybe,
guess.
kind of.
Mm-hmm. All I know is they got Danny Delgado on the package. Go.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They recognize.
What about our final Megazord, Big Chungus? We got to saw him.
Luckily, we know that formation will not be used a lot since we've seen the Sentai already.
Yeah.
The big fat Megazord.
Send what?
The Sentai version.
So
I think
how
that
that-
honestly is one of the things I'm looking forward to the most with them adapting Go Busters footage, because there's such a huge variety of how the robot and the like street level uniform fights went down that there's so many different ways that they can adapt the footage. So I'm really excited to see what they come up with.
And they're doing a ton of original footage too. It's
Yeah,
like-
that too. That's gonna be
It's
really
like-
cool to see.
I think the universe just kind of set this all in motion because I think way back when Go Busters was announced, they said that the Sentai suits were like pretty damaged. So it kind of gave them like they had no choice but to put like original footage in it. So I'm very much looking
But
forward to it.
they remade everything, all the suits, every single suit and prop.
I'm so happy.
Like
Hasbro-
Hasbro's not afraid to spend this money, but dude. Like
They are not.
They increased their expenditures, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dog.
Let's see how it turns out.
Did we mention that with the Morpher toy,
oh God.
you could put the
So
Blaze
good.
key in?
Yeah.
And my nigga is like,
Wait, before we get to that part, let's explain to those who somehow are
Those
keeping up with the
uncultured
news.
swine.
oh, the ones who
Yeah.
live under a rock.
Yeah, so basically, Hasbro made their own version of the Go Busters Morphin Brace, where they pretty much added a gimmick. The collectible gimmick for the toy line is these keys that kind of look like the turbo keys, kind of, and you insert them into the Morpher, and they unlock all these like. They actually unlock a lot of different sounds. It's crazy. I'm actually
That's
really
wild.
impressed.
cool.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they have like all these like awesome jingles to them too. It's crazy.
That's really neat.
Yeah, and so Herb, go on ahead,
Yo.
please.
Yeah, so when you put the Blaze key in, he says, "Not today, Rangers." And, like, and he also says, "What's he say? 5? What's the other one?
He says, "I'm the better Red Ranger."
Go."
This is
Go.
dope.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Yo, I literally stood up. I stood up on my bed and said, "On God!"
I was hooting and hollering, man. I was hooting and hollering. Because I was not expecting that at all.
When he said this is the Blaze key, I was like, wait a minute. What you gonna do with that? What? Huh?
Because it hacks the Morpher like he's a cyber hacker.
Oh my God, it's so good. Hasbro
Yeah.
wasn't that playing.
Honestly, I think this might be better than the Morphin Brace itself.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's
When
crazy.
you wave your arms,
Yeah,
it makes
it's-
karate noises.
It's voice
Oh
activated
my
as well.
gosh!
Yeah.
It's voice. The Morpher
That's
says,
amazing.
"Yeah." The Morpher says, "Are you ready?" Say it's Morphin time, and you say it's Morphin time, and it does this crazy like musical jingle number.
Yo.
It is
It's
nuts.
so crazy. I'm trying to see what gold and silver got.
Yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do with their Morpher.
Shout outs to the guys who made the video, like Dot and Power Rangers Now and Hassan and all them
Hassan,
for trying to convince Jason Bischoff and the other guy to like
yeah.
put the gold and silver keys in the Morpher to see what happens. And they're like,
It's a shame that we haven't gotten a trailer or any other promotion because the
I
toys
know.
sound really cool.
Yeah,
That entire weekend was just amazing being on the timeline.
it was one of the best weekends of my life. Like being
For
on-
real.
I honestly
I'm
feel
not
like
kidding.
I think like a week before they might just like let the floodgates burst and like the dams all flowing out with all the news and shit.
Yeah,
Like
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like even more is gonna come out like a week before just to get the hype going.
like this is crazy. They have gold and silver Zords on display already. I thought they would.
Wow.
I thought they would save them for next year.
Dude, they
Because-
had the final Zord ready to go already.
Yeah, man, they got the Ultra Zord up
makes you wonder what they got planned, man.
for next.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all they got
Like-
is Tatagami Lyo. Really,
Yeah.
And I think they're done filming now, right? Like
And it's-
completely, right?
they're almost done. They should be
Okay.
finished like in May or June. Around that
Are they
time.
done
Oh,
with their
okay.
super season?
They're almost done.
That's what they're doing now.
They're
Yeah.
doing it right now. Yo, that cheetah Nerf gun, that looks really raw.
Go.
Can't
And
wait
then-
to pull up a PMC and hit someone in the head with that.
like,
Pistol whip somebody.
Yeah, Hasbro seems to be like really, really like trying to sell this because it's gonna be part of like the Red Ranger's new mode, which we've seen a picture of. I think it's called Fury Mode, and that's one of the weapons that's part of the set. Plus, he gets this crazy cheetah saber, which is like this cheetah mount as a hilt, and it shoots out this crazy blade. And we got a cheetah
Dude.
blade that looks like Wolverine's claws.
They
I'm about
going
to
nuts.
cry. I'm about to cry.
It reminds you of the good old days
It does.
They gave Dark Buster an
when
action
they put that
figure.
effort in.
They gave Dark Buster an action figure. They gave Messiah Cell an action figure. It
I don't know
is
who those
nuts.
are because I ain't bothering with Go Busters, but
Dude. Oh my god.
Everything gold.
I can't wait to get these figures, to be honest.
Hopefully that trailer is out by the time this episode is out.
Yeah.
So too.
I feel like the week
I'm gonna be
before.
really sad if they end up releasing the trailer like the week of the premiere.
I feel like they will.
I feel like the week before they're just gonna pull it out. Like Nickelodeon gonna be playing that trailer. They're gonna be like tune in.
Yeah.
I heard
Oh.
Nickelodeon was excited about this
They,
season.
they
though.
weren't, or they were.
They were. They are.
They don't
I
seem
hope
like
to
it.
God they are.
I mean, they have a completely new staff now, so it makes sense.
And also,
Mhm.
Power Rangers is getting a whole new time slot. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning now, kids.
Ooh.
And at first,
Appar-
I was a little bit wary about that because I'm
Yeah.
like, are there kids that actually wake up for Saturday morning cartoons anymore? But from what I hear, that's still a good time slot. So
All right, let's hope it is for Power Rangers
Yeah.
because it's been
I-
doing pretty bad in ratings.
Why don't
I
they
think
just
for. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why don't they just put it next to Ninja Turtles? when that
What
comes
time is
on.
Ninja Turtles?
9:30.
Yeah, I mean, kids would be up then.
Well, there's probably something else between the two of them.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Man, ain't
What-
nobody
what-
care about
What
that.
was really funny is people on Toku Twitter saying, "You mean I have to wake up at 8 on a Saturday
God.
now?" It's like,
But
Don't you wake up
I
at like
wake up
6
at
for school?
5:30 in the morning.
exactly, that's literally what I was saying. It was like I have to be up at like 5:30 every single morning.
Yeah.
So, and I already have enough issues as is sleeping on Saturday, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I can sleep in and I'll still make it in time for
Right.
Beast Morphers.
I guess these kids don't go to school or something. They don't wake up for school.
Y'all young whippersnappers, quit being late.
But I mean, the school that I work at actually starts relatively early compared to the rest of the county because our first bell is at 7:30, and then our
Same.
That
first
was like my
period
school.
starts at 7:45,
Yeah.
and that's actually early compared to the other schools.
But if
so.
we're being totally honest, I honestly thought that it would thrive in like a primetime slot.
That's what I thought
Really?
too, because the later Disney seasons were always at 8 o'clock at night on a freaking Monday. I remember that.
And,
Well,
and those did fine.
Yeah, they were good.
Well, 8 o'clock's not too late.
Yeah.
well, wasn't Dimensions
Yeah.
in Danger at like 8 o'clock that one time? And the
Dude,
ratings were
that's only one episode, and they weren't promoting that. They didn't promote
Yeah.
it at all.
Oh, okay. Fair
Now,
enough.
a better example role would be Samurai because they played that Samurai episode like every day.
Yeah,
When Samurai first dropped, Nickelodeon played it every day at like 8 o'clock.
and that was a Monday. And I remember that was a Monday night. They were promoting. See, it's weird with Samurai. They were really promoting that on Nick,
Yeah.
and then after that, it just went really downhill because they just play the same stupid one promo all year long.
I guess
Yeah.
they just didn't get instant success. So they were like, screw it.
Yeah,
We
I
still have
guess.
SpongeBob.
The only thing like I'm worried about now is like those hiatuses. I really hope that's like
I think
not as much of a thing now because that's what I'm really, really concerned about.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
would be killer.
I'm hoping it's going to be a shorter hiatus, or since it's starting in March, maybe like they could just play the season throughout the year and
Throughout
just like
the
have
year.
like a few weeks off here and there, play a new episode, a few weeks off again.
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
Because
Hopefully,
those hiatuses really kill the show.
yeah, man.
A
Boy,
little
I-
kid
get
is
it
not
on.
going to keep up with
Yeah.
Beast Morphers like we do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I rewatched Dino Charge without the hiatuses.
It's a lot better, right?
Pure heat.
Mm.
But anyway, let's anything else to say about Beast Morphers?
The Zords for the toy line, they look a lot better than the Japanese versions.
Apparently, there's going to be like a lot more like ease of life stuff with it as well.
Yeah.
They're what, $15 a pop right now?
What?
The Beast Morphers Zords by themselves.
Oh, by themselves, they are. Well,
I thought they were,
everything,
like, what,
everything,
15?
everything except for Red and Gold are going to be 25, and then Red and Gold, I believe, are 35.
Oh shit! Someone was telling me 15.
Yeah, wait,
Uh,
aren't there like the original figures, like, you know, Red, whatever, going to be like 10? And I think the Lightning
Lightning's
ones are
20.
going to be like 20,
20,
right?
yeah. But he's talking about the Zords right now first. We'll talk
Okay.
about Lightning after.
Someone on the TL was telling me the Zords were 15.
I mean, honestly, the Zords are still cheaper than a regular like Voyager size or leader class Transformers, so
yeah,
it's a win-win right there.
and it's already better than Transformers.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe in the year of our Lord 2019, I am actually excited for Power Rangers season.
Same.
Well, maybe you'll actually watch a full season.
Hey man, they repainted Escape. They are not playing with you niggas
I know, man.
this year. You got the bunny yellow ears popping off on her costume.
I
Yeah,
wonder how it's gonna be in Sentai footage, unless they're not gonna use any Sentai footage of her, because that's gonna
Dude,
be a
if
pain
they-
to recolor all the time as she's moving.
yeah. Maybe they're not doing no Sentai footage.
Maybe
Yeah.
not
I
for-
wouldn't be
at least for
surprised.
her, maybe not. Yeah.
I mean, what if they just don't do Sentai footage at all and everything's original?
And it's,
I sincerely doubt they do that.
then it's it's been done.
Just keep the Zord footage. Yeah, I know it's been done. It's been done for a lot of Disney seasons.
Yeah,
Not even just RPM. Jungle Fury had a lot.
Jungle
of that,
Fury.
man.
Yeah,
Jungle Fury hardly used any Sentai footage.
You could even argue Operation Overdrive barely did it too.
Yeah.
yeah, it can be done. They might don't doubt them.
Yeah.
If we get back to those days where it's just like they do what they want to rather than like forming their story around the footage,
Right.
which is what Neo Saban really felt like it did,
Mm-hmm.
then we are going to be A-okay. We are going to be
Yeah.
perfect.
Definitely.
I'm still very like I don't want to say my expectations are low,
Mhm.
but they're at
Medium.
bay. Yeah, they're at bay. I want to be surprised.
At first, I was cautious, but now I'm like slowly leaning into it. Like, hey, this might actually be good.
That's
Don't be
my
pulling a
opinion,
Victor and
too.
Monty
Yeah.
on me.
I'm cautious.
I'm cautious
Yeah.
too. I'm just glad the toys are at least like they look
Look
good.
cool.
So like
Yeah.
that's something for me to look forward to because I'm a huge action figure collector. That Lightning collection, man. Ooh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Real
Let's
quick.
talk about that.
That lightning collection.
I'm like speechless at like how good they look.
Yo, the helmetless,
Yeah,
like the figures look good, but the Ranger heads on them, this nigga Beast Morpher Red got an afro, dog. It's a Power Rangers figure with an afro.
that shape, that melanin, it's perfect.
It's melon. Goat. They got Tyler, my neighbor Tyler.
They got Kruger.
Yeah, man.
Kruger was the. I almost got it from the computer. Kruger is so raw.
Dude, they gave him a freaking dog head. I was hoping
Yeah.
they would do it. Because people were just like, oh, I don't know if they're going to do a helmetless Kruger or anything. I'm like, yo, they have to. They promised us that they promised us at Power Morphicon they would give us the civilian heads. They promised us as one of the target points of this new line. And they did it.
Imagine being the GOAT.
Dude, seriously.
Didn't they say that they also had a plan to make sure the female figures weren't stuck on the shelves like Legacy?
They have Hasbro has a plan for that. Who knows what it is? Because if you've seen their Star Wars figures, those females are still there, man. There's a lot of Rays and Rose Ticos for the Last Jedi sitting on shelves everywhere. So let's see their game plan.
Star Wars, anyways.
They're gonna put him in the same box as the Sixth Ranger.
Yeah.
Probably, but yeah, that Lightning collection. I like the packaging a lot because it looks like a figure art package.
Yo, I was just about to say that.
Art. Yeah, and then like they kind of look. I just can't believe we have Marvel Legends Power Ranger figures. That's crazy.
Hey, that's wild.
Wild.
Wait, so who pre-ordered here?
I did. I pre-ordered all of them, including the Gold R exclusive.
I just ordered Shadow for now, but I'm probably gonna get some more. Yeah.
I haven't ordered anything at the moment, man. I've been putting that in a 401k.
Nah, hey,
as you should be doing.
Don't follow our, please.
Nah, I really want to do the Lightning collection, but at the same time, I'm just like, I want to see how far it goes before I do it.
Yeah,
because I don't
want to
want to
get
be
someone
like
that you like too.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I like about? Oh, go ahead, Peter.
Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I could have done without like maybe Lord Zed, and they just kept like White Tiger Tommy or something.
Yeah,
just giving me something good. Give me like a Time Force figure. Give me something like that. Because like they went MMPR, Dino Charge, and then SPD, which arguably 3 of the most popular seasons.
Yeah, they're the GOATs from each era.
Yeah, they really are.
And I like the approach though. It feels like with MMPR, you're gonna the people who obviously MMPR crazy, and then with SPD, which is a fan favorite, and Dino Charge, which I mean I don't want to.
It's a recent season.
Yeah, it's a recent season, so yeah, it makes sense, and I feel like
Tyler GOAT.
I'll give him that.
Don't be downplaying him. He's not that bad.
Yeah, but I like that, from each moment on, like each wave, we're going to be seeing something, different versus, what we got before.
Right.
Hey, also, there's a Gold R exclusive too, right?
Yeah,
GameStop
exclusive coming this fall.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that I didn't like was like we got so much MMPR on that first wave.
Right.
Like it sounds a little gripey, but
they should be trying to extend it. I mean, they can still extend it anyway, like to at least have one MMPR figure for each wave. It's not that hard. But I get what you're saying. It's too much MMPR for
because what did we get? We got Tommy, we got Zed,
and
Goldar. Wasn't it also confirmed we were getting Pink?
Yeah, we're getting MMPR Pink apparently due to the Amazon listing that was found.
Yeah.
I think like a month ago.
And there's technically 9 figures dropping this year because they're releasing 8 Lightning, and then Goldar was like a last minute exclusive.
Right. Yeah. Don't forget Beast Morpher Red also. He's in Gold. Those 2 are supposed to be released sometime in the fall, I believe.
Yep.
Because I know Beast Morpher Gold was found on an Amazon listing for the Lightning collection, and then same with Beast Morpher Red, and then he was officially announced at Toy Fair.
Yeah, see, look, that's what I mean. It's like I felt like half of it didn't have to be MMPR to come off. Like, Tommy and Zed, just fine. I'm thinking of what they could do for a GameStop exclusive though, besides Goldar.
Yeah,
Burrito.
Actually, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Would be pretty
And
good.
it's still
Rito.
Oh, one more thing. The basic Beast Morphers figures. Those
look nice.
Yeah, they look really nice, and they're also in scale with the Lightning Collection figures. So you have a few options there, people.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty smart on their behalf too, in case they don't
Yeah.
make like every single Ranger Lightning collection.
Right.
You can put a helmetless Beast Morpher red with the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
Kind of raw.
Yo.
I saw some people upset. They were just like, the females had better be able to move their legs in those skirts. I'm just like, well, I don't see them not doing it.
Right.
Like,
I mean,
was
if
that-
they couldn't, then they wouldn't be very good suits for the stunt actors to work with. So
Yeah. They'll find their
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get Jack Slanders with the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Almost
I
spit
would
my-
be alright
almost
with
spit
not
my
getting
drink out.
doggy if we got him.
So, you guys ready to talk about LVP
All right.
Yeah.
finale?
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna keep my thoughts brief. The finale was pretty good. It actually was really good. LVP overall, meh, it was okay.
Yeah.
Now you guys can go.
That fire was heat. I got my boy. How did he say it? Super Patranger Nichigo!
That was pretty good.
It
That
was,
was actually
was
very
like-
accurate.
He was like so hyped to get that, and I could just like feel the heat radiating off the screen. I know they had to like replace Hilltop's mustache because there was so much fire coming out from there. He burned his mustache off from The Office. It was an excellent ending overall. The series altogether, I got to give it like a 7 out of 10 or something. It had some mid filler. I enjoyed the ride though. Had 2 really great reds. Unfortunately, we'll talk about Saikyo Battle in a second because I got some discrepancies there. But Ro, you're up.
Shut up.
Alright, finale. Well, fuck the finale. Like the last batch of episodes that I watched was just straight heat. And I don't know, guys. Yeah, I have the same like sentiments as everyone else. I was like, in general, it could have been a lot better. Like I had to skip all that filler because there was no way I was fucking watching all that. But without it, it was pretty good. Like for someone getting back into Sentai, like I think this was a pretty good, season to like do that with.
So, Ro, did you finish all the episodes?
No, the fuck I didn't.
The batch he skipped wasn't that big though. Like he skipped.
yeah,
like,
it was literally just filler. It wasn't like
Yeah.
anything important. Yeah, so what you guys pretty much said overall, adding on to that, the last the final arc was really, really good, but it could have been a lot better, especially the reveal of the Phantom Thieves. That
Mhm.
Mm.
literally Dogranio was like, "Hey man, we've been fighting for the past year. I've never seen your faces before. Let me see them right now." The Lupinrangers are like, "I bet." they take them off. There's literally no emotional like payoff to it, really, because the Patrangers already figured it out. This was just there to confirm their suspicions, and that was it. But I did like how Keiichiro, you know how in the beginning, like pretty much like throughout this show, Keiichiro was like, "I hate these damn thieves," blah blah blah, and then like all of a sudden he sees Kairi and all of them as the thieves, and he's like, "Oh my god, how could I have been so dumb?" Blah blah blah. He was the first one to fight them when he didn't know who they were, but then when they revealed themselves, he was the first one to like understand what they were going through.
He was like, I
Pretty
should have
cool.
been there.
Yeah, man. He's like, I should have been there. I should have helped you guys. I should have listened. Blah, blah, blah. You guys should have told me. I could have found some way to help you. He beats himself up over this. And then Kairi's like, it is what it is. You can't really do much. This is my way of life. I can't be you. You can't be me. We have to keep doing what we can do our own way. Blah, blah, blah. What typical Sentai Rangers always say. And then what I was hoping for was that, like, I liked how they were stuck in the safe for over a year or whatever. And then they come back, but then they go back into being thieves again. I'm just like, dog. The Power Rangers were never going to arrest you after that anyway. They were going to let you go back to your normal lives. It's not like, hey, man. But they chose to go back as being thieves because they need all the collection pieces so they could freaking get Noel's wish. God,
Yo,
fuck him. I hate him.
that's the thing. I was like, I forgot. If they removed Noel, it would have been 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10.
Noel would have died.
Noel would have
Noel
died. All right.
Yeah.
Noel died.
If Hilltop would have died,
10 out of 10.
Yeah, Hilltop's like, yo, you gotta destroy that monster. You guys can't keep him. And then they keep him in the basement.
Dude, how raw was that? Ichiro's just here with like the gun to his head. He's like, I gotta kill DiGiorno here and now.
I think it turns pitch black.
It's like that scene in Friday when he's like, "Come on, Craig."
oh yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of raw to see the loved ones take the mantle as the thieves for the past year, just to find Jackpot Striker, and then get the Lupinrangers back. So
Sounds like some V Cinema material.
yeah, if Tay was here,
Now
he'd be like, "Dog, give me that V Cinema."
Yeah.
you know I like about that those last batch episodes I watched is that before I had stopped watching LVP, I think my frustration was that like there's no way these people can be this stupid to not know who the Lupinrangers are. But then when you actually see how everything unfolds, it's like, you know what? This payoff was actually pretty worth it when you think about it. Like, I don't know if I would like the direction. I don't know how it would have went if they got exposed like way earlier on.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
It was dragged out though a little too much. They should have at least had their identities exposed by like episode maybe 40.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, because when there's like this build up for nothing. Literally. When they reveal themselves, I was like, so that's it, really?
Right.
That was gonna be bigger than that.
LVP is one of those shows that would have benefited from being just a shorter season in general.
Yeah, it didn't really need to be 51 episodes. Let's be real.
No.
I'm gonna give it I have 2 reviews. I do this for music as well. Without the filler, I would give it, I want to say maybe 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9. But with the filler, yeah, like that's like a hard 7.
I would say 7.5. That's my rating.
Yeah.
That's Sentai 5's rating because
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot because like character development aside, I don't really give a crap about that for every episode, as a lot of you toku nuts always bitch about. But the action and the cinematography was off the charts this season. Oh my god! Like it was crazy.
That's the thing. It was weak in that aspect, but it was strong with the action.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
that's really good.
Very, very, very flashy in the stunts.
The BGMs are pretty fire too.
Oh hell yeah! Oh dude, I've been listening to the remaining tracks last night. There's some emotional music in there.
Yo, can you send me that link, bro?
Yeah, I got you later.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yo,
Family.
Actually,
Yo,
wait,
Tomo's
bro.
girl though.
Look above in this group chat because I think I posted a link. Yeah,
yes, you did.
I did.
Oh, you're the best, brother. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too, man.
All right, let's continue on.
So the Saikyo Battle,
The
ladies and
strongest
gentlemen.
battles time.
Ooh.
I love that this was like 80% Sakamoto directed fights because that means that it's like the best Sentai thing we've had in ages.
Excuse me. I think you mean Bodichi Blackamoto director. Oh God.
Get your name right.
Hell yeah! So we open up with the one of the villains from Ryu Soldier called Geysorg, this purple living Ryu soul,
Bizorg.
washing the Gokaigers.
He was wiping them.
Damn, yo!
Shout out to Carl.
I posted that screenshot with the caption, "quote unquote Gokaigers are my favorite team," with him just watching them. And some people were quoting me not happy. I'm like, hey man, it is what it is.
Can't be my team getting
Can't be my
screwed
team.
like that.
Hey man.
I think it was smart to have them of all people open it up and
I
getting
think
washed.
so too. I think so too because it shows how much of a threat Geysorg really is,
Right.
or as he's supposed to be at least. Because he might job in Ryu Soldier. You never know.
You never
Well,
know.
if he does.
Marvelous instantly noticed like he's doing like Luca moves,
Yeah.
the whip on the sword.
Yep. That's
I'm thinking he's jagging people swag a little bit after he beats them.
seems like it, man. Seems like it. What do you guys got to say about it?
For me, like I think the only ones I could recognize, like for the most part, is just obviously Marvelous because I haven't seen that much Sentai, and obviously Keiichiro.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, just even the fact that they're all like interacting together, like it literally feels like something out of a fucking comic book or like some of the past like Power Ranger team ups, which is something like I really enjoy.
Yeah, man.
And also this is my favorite scene. Just watching Tanya and Ashley going at it.
Kicking each other in the face.
Yo,
Hey, man.
Tanya was giving this like, give me back my turbo morph, bitch.
Hey man, bro, you need to at least watch Zyuohger. I know you tried Q Ranger, but at least give Zyuohger a shot.
I like the Jojo suits a lot, so I will
Yeah.
give it a
Yeah,
shot.
man.
Because Yamato is Jesus Christ himself, so please.
Bro, Yamato just doing his thing in this show. Like,
What
I
I
couldn't even
love
explain
is
it.
that they remember. I absolutely love that they remember that Yamato and Marvelous already teamed up in Zyuohger. So when Marvelous does the whole like broody bullshit,
Don't talk to
like
me.
sulking on the couch because he's just like, I'm just here for revenge. Guy Sorg is mine. Yamato is just like, don't worry about him. That's just what he does. He already knows about this bullshit.
And the face Marvelous gives when Yamato's like, "Oh, that's that's Gokai Red, Captain Marvelous." Marvelous is like, "Oh, that's the guy who fucking whipped my ass."
I remember this guy.
That's the guy who washed me, but I can't tell nobody about that.
he washed he washed both the other Reds in the room.
He did, because he watched Takaharu also.
He beat up Takaharu too with Zero Whale.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Because people are like, "Oh, why is Yamato the leader?" I'm like, "Nigga,
Dude,
do your homework.
Strong, man.
Do your homework." The nice guy always comes out on top.
Seriously, because he beat Keiichiro by talking to him.
Yo.
No, fuck that.
They were literally. I like Keiichiro a lot. Like I like him better than Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie. They were
literally sat my boy down.
That was sweet, though. I like that. That was cool.
You're gonna lose either way.
Yo, they were literally going at it, and then like Yamato's like, "Whoa, wait, hang on a second." They start talking about like their wishes and stuff, and then they start giggling like schoolgirls on the playground.
I honestly think that's one of the reasons why this setup works really well is because there's not like any, because sometimes when they do crossover battles like this, they have to make up, like even the Zyuohger one, they had to make up some really stupid excuse to get the teams fighting against each other before they realize, oh, it was a misunderstanding and now we need to work together. Here, because of the setup of the tournament where it's just like, we're going to see who's the strongest and then you're going to have your wish fulfilled. There's no animosity between any of the teams.
Exactly.
They're treating this just as like a friendly competition. So that's kind of fun to see.
They're all just like, let's just have a clean, fair fight, all right?
Yeah.
My neighbors? That's it.
Yeah. Meta, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Keiichiro was not beating Yamato regardless.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Keiichiro don't have three modes like Yamato.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm gonna say. The people that subbed it, they didn't sub it right. Obviously, Yamato's like, "Yo, I got 3 forms. What you got?" He's like, "Well, I got my power up in the final episode,
and I've got my respect for elders too."
Hey man,
that's what Keiichiro is doing.
Yamato shot a chunk of the moon off in the Gokaiger crossover. Keiichiro definitely getting wise.
I know.
You know, I like about this too is just like I feel like this is gonna benefit with the fact that I feel like the cast, like the actual cast who returned, is like small enough so that like they can get a good story going versus like all these full teams like all over the place.
Right.
Yeah. Because they use Go on Red to their advantage.
And Bogan Silver.
Yeah, and Bogan Silver because Bogan Silver, of course. Yeah, because Bogan Silver noticed like he's like, yeah, this place is weird. I can't contact SGS. And Sosuke tries to talk to Speedor, but Speedor doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
So they're being cut off from the outside world.
And it makes sense because Stinger notices there's a barrier during that fight.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I wonder who's pulling like the bad guy strings here. You know what I mean?
It's probably Rita.
Oh, Rita is absolutely a villain in all this. Like her explanation of like, oh, when all the crystals are collected together, then we'll have enough power to grant anyone their wish. Like there is no way that is actually what's going to happen when the crystals are united.
Ro, do you think her and her toes are a villain? Huh?
Yeah, at first, no, but now that I think about it after this conversation, yeah.
No, it's just actually, like, I can't be involved with this anymore.
I don't know, because I watched it with you guys, like Raw on, Saturday, and now that I watched it sub last night, now some things are like starting to click. So you guys just might be right about this.
The reason why I asked is because she doesn't seem to know anything about Geizorg, and Geizorg is like the big.
Yeah, Geizorg is absolutely not planned by her, but I don't think that she's telling the whole truth about the purpose of the tournament.
Right.
They didn't let my girl Kagura do nothing this episode.
She sat down.
I was trying to think of a reason to mention her, but she showed up.
Like 3 lines.
It's okay.
We had the
Kagura
GOAT matchup: Doggy Kruger and Shiba Takaru. Big
on
Raw.
God.
Big Raw.
Nobody cares about the rest of the team.
Red. Ooh. Yeah,
seriously. Dog. First of all, the fact that they made fights about characters who aren't the main characters.
Yeah.
Is raw in itself. Like you had like empty suits fighting, which usually I'll be like, man, get this out of here. But the fact that they did it here and it made sense, it made me happy. And everybody's in character.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, even like the little one-off fights for teams that we haven't been following, even if it's just like 10 seconds of them throwing punches, those 10 seconds are really cool. Like you've got some really neat choreography just for like quick little bursts of showing off the characters.
My boy, my father, Gal Red, was going crazy in that fight.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Isn't that actually him?
Yeah, it's him. The actor's coming back because he loves to come back.
Now it's double raw.
Hell yeah, Gal Red's big raw.
What was y'all favorite fight in the episode?
There's so much going on.
I don't know anybody's names, so I'm not going to speak.
I already said mine.
Honestly,
you already said yours, bro?
I already said mine.
Oh yeah, the yellows.
Yeah, yellows.
Let me think.
Y'all know what mine was?
Does Gokaiger's getting washed in the beginning count?
Oh, it definitely does. It definitely does.
I don't actually hate the Gokaigers. It's just they're not the strongest.
Overhyped.
They're overhyped. They're not the
overhyped.
strong. They're not the strongest team, and that's like the mood that this episode's trying to set. Because Marvelous is big mad right now that he got washed.
Tokuger's gonna wash them all, to be honest.
Nah, man,
well, even then, when you think about it, does it make sense for people to go into this thing and go Kaiser is going to be strong because they don't even have their main gimmick anymore.
Right.
So if anything, they're just as strong as any other Ranger team.
Yeah, which means that they're strong. It's not like they're weaklings or anything.
Yeah.
They're not the strongest.
Right.
Yeah, that's Kyoryuger.
They're trying to say all cards are on the table this time.
Yo, my favorite fight episode was definitely it's crazy because I don't even like this dude, but Takaharu versus Go Ahead. That was my favorite fight, and it was
Takaharu was getting his shit rocked though.
The goofballs, yeah, I love that. Like the contrast, like between the two serious guys and the two goofballs fight each other.
It was funny when Boken Silver was like, "Yo, follow my lead," and they both like hit each other's asses and like. And then Boken Silver just whips out the vegetables because that's who he is.
Go! I love that they did that.
They kept that in. I like that.
So good. I love that. I love that the announcer roll calls for them.
Yeah.
It plays like the little cutscene of them saying a roll call. I'm like, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, I do. Let me think of my favorite. My favorite fight was probably Deca Master and Shinken Red.
That wasn't even a fight. That was them whipping out their swords and then completely destroying the other team. That wasn't even a fight.
Shinken Red whipped out his Rekka's Daizanto. I was like, oh my god, they used the actual prop again. That's awesome. And then the other fight was with Boken Yellow's team fighting Shurikenger's team also.
Oh yeah, that one was really fun.
That was a good one. And then all of a sudden, Geizor comes in and washes them.
Time Blue had the audacity to try to swing his double vector at Gingerman. I don't know what that boy was thinking.
Oh no, Tatakami.
Lit that nigga like a blunt. Oh my god! I can't wait until next week. Well, till Saturday actually.
So I don't mean to be that guy, but since Hasbro has rights, I'm kind of starting, to think about, some things they could do with this. To be honest,
I'm already working on some things.
I think I might just get back into the fan fiction. Just saying.
Power Rangers Conquest of Champions.
Ooh. On God, I was thinking about the same thing like last night. I was like, they should totally do this with Power Rangers, but with don't use the same footage though, because half these niggas don't exist.
Right.
So don't.
Hey, we got Squadron Yellow and Prism Mode Pink in there,
and I think the only after that is just Q Ranger they haven't even used yet. So
right.
So they can definitely do something, and they don't even have to ask that many actors to come back.
Just do
you don't.
Voices.
Yeah.
I hope they get Troy back. To be honest.
I mean, hey, he's got to be one of the main Rangers to come back. So
Can't wait to see that super mega mode.
Troy and Brody.
Oh my God.
Never mind.
Oh,
Idea
no.
canceled.
let's not sidetrack here, guys.
Yeah.
Can't get our boy Brennan Mahia back, but we can certainly get them.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, but anyway, I enjoyed it. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
next couple episodes. This is just episode 1, nigga. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So-
Like, it was
so
heat.
heat.
It was heat. It was only episode 1.
to quote Tay, because he's not here, the episode started and they played the theme song,
Yeah.
which is amazing. That sequence is amazing. It went off and Tay said, "Yo, this is already better than anything Kamen Rider's done in the past 70 years." And I was,
He did say that.
Kamen Rider does the same thing, but like they drag it out for like 10 years. Tyson this, Tyson that, Heisei Generations this and that. I will admit,
Kamen
some
Rider could
Heisei
never.
Generations or movie Tysons are pretty good, but a lot of them are not that good.
You know, the best Tyson that we've ever got for Common Riders
Mhm.
are the last 2 episodes of Wizard. That's
oh my god,
Yep,
better
you're right.
Tyson crossover than the actual
Actual
Tyson movies.
You are very correct, Pri, because those are really good.
yeah, because it helped me actually have them in character.
And
And
it
using
helped
their
promote
forms.
Gaim, too.
And I'm also saying that because it heavily features Decade, and Decade is amazing, and I love him in anything.
It's smart though. That's basically
It
the
is.
same thing, really.
It
Oh, yeah.
really is.
Yeah, so Saikyo Battle's like, we could change the theme song and the whole cast and everything.
Yo, them Rio Soldier suits and seeing them shits in person. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
We're so
Oh
green
my
and black
God.
appear at the end of the episode.
They are really good.
Oh.
They already have their powers at this point. So
Oh, God.
I like that this is kind of like a prelude, I'm assuming.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking, yeah, because
Yeah.
I really do hope that they got their powers first before red, blue, and pink.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Everybody saw the trailer for Rio Soldier?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah. In the trailer, you see red, blue, and pink get their powers, but they don't.
Right.
But green and black aren't there. So you might be
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for because they're pretty much the late entries to the tournament. They're trying to slash the. In all Toku goodness, it's just a reason for them to show off their weapons before they
Yeah.
get to the main event. So,
Hey
yeah.
man, I'm excited.
This is so. What a time to
and
be
the-
a
and the
Power
preview-
Rangers and Sentai fan.
And the preview for next episode, we see what appears to be Geizorg unmasked, and it looks like Takaharu from behind. So I'm thinking maybe he has the ability to like disguise himself as a ranger he's defeated.
Geizorg takes his helmet off and he just goes, "Wait, that at the top of his lungs." That's how his catch.
I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I hope I'm kind of right at the same time, just so it messes with Marvelous, because Marvelous got big fucked up. That's
Hey,
all he
dude.
can't stop thinking about Geizorg.
Speaking of Takaharu, I actually really liked him in this.
Oh, he was fun. He's got a really good team to play off of.
I love that. I was gonna say that. I love that he has no idea how to react to Marvelous and Stinger being edgelord.
Yeah.
Because the ninjas weren't like that, so he's just like, "Oh, I don't know why you niggas acting like that, but okay, this is pretty hot, I guess."
I'm kind
I'm
of
fired up.
I'm kind of bummed that Kagura didn't like say anything to Takaharu, like had it because they met each other.
They just stood close together the whole time. It was like, yeah,
Yeah,
we
or
should-
even Yamato and Takaharu talking to each other like they knew each other because they teamed up. But
I don't know.
it's okay. It's all right. At least they acknowledge someone knowing someone. In that team.
I'm hyped for next episode because
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Tommy comes back and what's her name? Delphina comes bike. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
I'm about to be heat automatically.
I was gonna have to can't wait for next week for the next
Hell yeah.
episode.
Hey, it's only a few days away now from this recording.
Sure, come on in
So-
tonight if you're listening. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically tonight.
so we linking up together. We linking up. Watch.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Anything
so
else
we
to
got
say about Saikyo Battle?
nah.
No,
Anybody?
nothing much. Anybody
Nothing?
else? Meta.
Meta? Say something inspiring, Meta.
To infinity and beyond.
That was so stupid.
Meta's just really tight that K-Shirley didn't
Oh,
win.
also, I do have something to say. We have a crossover episode. Well, 2 crossover episodes coming up.
That's
So
right.
the Legion will be on RR Streets. We're still trying to
the
figure
streets.
RR the Streets. We're gonna be on there first. Then the
For a
streets are gonna
Dorm
come to
invasion.
Legion. So
All right.
look out for that.
The streets are gonna come to the hood.
Yeah.
Oh, streets are gonna come to the hood.
Well,
So
we the
please
streets
look
for
out.
real.
Please look out on both, like Twitter accounts, to like get the dates and whatever like figured out, because we're still like getting the logistics in order. But yeah,
hell yeah, it's gonna be something to look forward to, guys.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
oh my God, get your popcorn and your cherry Coke.
Damn right.
And on that note,
Legion
Legion
out.
out.